But how would you like to get back at him and make a real name for yourself?
Me? Get back at Spider-Man? I'd kill for the chance.
And you're on. I've one trick up my sleeve that will get that wall-crawling wimp out of my hair forever. Get me the genetics lab at Empire State University. I want to talk to Professor Stillwell.
Hey guys, Silverlord here, back again with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Spider-Man Retro Card Series. Fan channel exclusive, Jonah Jameson. That's right! Hasbro finally gave us a Jonah Jameson. So where's Aunt May at, huh? I don't know how well that would sell. They'd have to do that fan channel as well, I would think, but I'm down for it. I gotta put my money where my mouth is in this case, because the Spider-Man stuff is my bread and butter when it comes to this line. I love the Spider-Man stuff, whether it's Steve Ditko or Todd McFarlane or the 90s animated series, or even Spectacular Spider-Man from, 2009? Done by Greg Weisman of Gargoyles fame. So, I've decided, probably guessed it from the Black Cat video yesterday, that I am going to pretty much be taking a look at any Spider-Man retro card figure they've done, even if it didn't belong in that wave. Daredevil. So, yeah, they did a Daredevil that did not belong in this wave, but you know what? We're going to look at him eventually. But today we're talking about J. Jonah Jameson, because, in my opinion, you can't have Spider-Man without J. Jonah Jameson. Just being an asshole to Peter Parker every day, I think helps drive him to be a better person. So, there you go. Quite potentially the first Spider-Man villain, too. But as far as accessories go that aren't on his person, he's got a little pointing hand to literally point and yell at poor Peter Parker. Which I don't have a Peter Parker for him to yell at, so I'm going to need to do something about that. And then he does have a grip hand for the other side. Would have liked a fist for that side or another pointing hand just to even things out, but it's not that big a deal. And then, probably the coolest accessory comes with a little newspaper, which has references to all the different characters on it. I don't know which way it's supposed to face, whether it's this way or that way, but there you go. There might be stuff on the back, I have no idea, but you can pause and read it if you want. And just in case if I did something wrong, here's the picture this way. And then here's the back again. That way. So there you go. There is the Daily Bugle. At least I hope it is, and I didn't just grab some random thing. That's too small for me to read, so, good luck with that. Other than that, though, he does come with a newspaper that's rolled up with some printing on it. Pretty detailed little thing. And disclaimer, he did not have this wristwatch. I gave that to him. I stole it off a Killmonger figure I had on my MCU shelf, so there you go. I gave him a wristwatch, because J. Jonah Jameson needs a wristwatch. He also needs a cigar, but I don't know if you're going to get that in this day and age. And speaking of the head sculpt here, I'm not sure which one this is, if this is the chameleon head reused, or if it's a new sculpt entirely. I feel like the chameleon J. Jonah Jameson head had the more Hitler stash going on, and this one doesn't. And this is also not really how he looked in the animated series. He had like a blue suit jacket type thing, which again kind of goes back to the chameleon body again. But yeah, this works for me. This is comic book. This looks good. It's been working out, but I'm okay with that. I don't mind if J. Jonah Jameson's a little ripped. But articulation on this guy. His head will rotate, look up, look down. Has some tilt side to side. A lot better than Black Cat's, that's for sure. Shoulders go out to the side, back down. They move forward and back. He's got a bicep swivel. He's got a swivel at the elbow. Hinge at the elbow, which gives you almost 90, so that's not too bad. Getting the wristwatch out of the way. He's got a swivel at the wrist with a hinge going in and out on all the hands. So, yeah, the grip hands don't have the right hinge, but they never seem to have the right hinge most of the time anyway. So is it that big of a deal? I don't know. Ab crunch goes that far forward. It goes back a little bit. You can take this vest off and just have him with the shirt and the tie. I believe this is the Ulysses Claw body from the second Black Panther wave, if I'm not mistaken. So there is that. He does have a waist swivel. His hips will kick forward, kick back, in and out. Thigh cut, double joint at the knee. And he's got a hinge in the foot with a rocker. Doesn't really give you a ton of forward out of that foot, but he does have peg holes on the bottom of his feet for the display stand he does not have. And I am actually going to give mine the newspaper back. So that's how my J. Jonah Jameson's going to be displayed, with the newspaper. And unfortunately, I do not have my Chameleon Wave J. Jonah Jameson handy. That head is in storage, and that figure is what it's supposed to be right now. It's the Chameleon. Speaking of which, I want a 90s Chameleon, that crazy jumpsuit. That'd be kind of cool. But, yeah. I would like to do that, but I unfortunately cannot. So we're just going to compare up to old Webhead, I think. But, with that being said, let's take a look at some comparisons. First up, and since this was the only one I could think of, since I don't have a Peter Parker for some reason, here is J. Jonah Jameson next to Pizza Spidey from the Hobgoblin Build-A-Figure wave from way back in 2015. And I think the scaling is okay here. They're about... I think J. Jonah Jameson's a little taller, just a little bit, which I think is appropriate. So yeah, I think this works. And last, but certainly not least, got our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulus and the Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn. So with that being said, time to wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and if you haven't guessed it already, I really like this figure. Because again, you can't have Spider-Man without J. Jonah Jameson. He is the asshole that makes Spider-Man who he is at the end of the day. Kind of the first Spider-Man villain. Kind of, sort of, maybe, just a little bit. And shy of coming with a desk, a chair, and a cup of coffee, you know, stuff that wouldn't fit in the package, I think you get enough accessories with this guy. Maybe another fist hand, but that's just being nitpicky. So yeah, I really like this guy. Well, maybe a cigar, but you're not going to get that in 2021. Sorry, not sorry. So yeah, I would recommend you pick this guy up if you're at all a Spider-Man fan, animated series or otherwise. This is a fantastic figure to have. I do think I am going to give him an upgrade though and give him a desk chair, a cup of coffee, maybe even a cigar if I could figure out how to do that. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one. Gotta show that algorithm who's boss, right? Also, don't forget to hit me up on Instagram at Overlord Productions and leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this figure, if you want it, love it, or hate it. But remember, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is, especially when you got guys like J. Jonah Jameson up your ass all the time. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.